We're currently looking at expanding binomials using combinatorics and Pascal's triangle. So we're up to example D. Okay. So in example D, we've got some negatives now to deal with. So let's assess A, B, and N firstly. A is going to be negative P, and B is going to be negative 2q. The reason this is important is normally our binomials are written as a plus b all cubed. Okay? So therefore we need to say negative p plus negative 2q cubed. So therefore b is always going to be negative. N in this case is 3. So let's write out our expansion, and I'm just going to divide this with a line just so we're just looking at this example here. Okay, might extend that out to the end. Beautiful. So, just do that as well. Okay, so we're looking at this example now. Let's write this out in expanded form. So, we've got 3, choose 0, and then we've got negative p, negative 2q, plus 3, choose 1, negative p, negative 2q, plus 3, choose 2, negative p, negative 2q, plus 3, choose 3, negative p, negative 2q. So I've written that out in expanded form. Okay, and the video is just catching up there. Our next step is to increment the powers. Our A term starts at the highest power, 3, then go 2, 1, and 0. The B term starts at our lowest power, which is 0, and goes up to 3. To sanity check, go across. 3 plus 0 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, 1 plus 2 is 3, 0 plus 3 is 3. So therefore, all the powers seem to work okay. Now, our next step is to expand and assess our choose function. So 3, 0, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3 represents 3, choose 0, 3, choose 1, 3, choose 2, and 3, choose 3. We can get these values from our Pascal's triangle. So 3, choose 0, we go to row 3, and remember it from last example, it's 3, choose 0 is 1, 3, choose 1 is 3. So our coefficient is going to be 1, 3, 3, 1. So in the place of where you see 3, choose 0, 1, and 2, and 3, we go 1, 3, 3, 1. Our next step is to assess these powers. So negative p cubed is negative p times negative p, which is positive p squared, times by negative p again is negative p cubed, times by anything to the power of 0 is 1, plus negative p times negative p is p squared, that's positive, times by negative q, plus, we go across, and I might just clean that up just so it's in line. We've got 3 times by negative p to the 1, which is negative p, times by positive 4q squared, plus 1 times by 1 times by negative 8q cubed. Okay, so now we have all our numbers, we just need to simplify these. So our next line is simplifying. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1 p cubed, plus, onto our next terms, 3 times 1 times negative 2 is negative 6 p squared q, plus 3 times negative 1 times 4 is going to be negative 12. And then we have this last one here, 1 times 1 times negative 8. Negative 8q cubed. Now you may note we've got plus negatives, so you can just wipe those out and just neaten them up. So we've got basically all negatives there, and how can we check? in our class pad, we can go Action, Transformation, Expand, and we're going to type in that now. I'm just going to copy down what I've written here. So you can just drag that down if you just want to copy. And this one's going to be negative p, take 2q or cubed. So we've got negative p cubed, take 8q cubed, take 6p squared q, take 12p q squared. So we got it. Our next video will continue on to example E.